You know that feeling when you walk past a bakery
Oh, yeah.
and you get that whiff of fresh bread?
Mm-hmm.
Or when you smell lavender and it just kind of like,
Like, instantly relaxes you.
yeah. It's amazing how smell can be so powerful.
Right. It's tied to, like, our memories and emotions and everything.
Totally. But what if we could bring that power online?
Oh, that's what we're diving into today.
All right, so,
We've got this article,
okay.
Olfactory Communication in E-Commerce.
Catchy?
How can virtual odors influence purchasing decisions?
Okay, so we're talking about smell influencing
Yes.
shopping,
Mm-hmm.
but like virtual smells.
Exactly. And the article is exploring whether virtual smells could actually change how we shop online.
It sounds futuristic,
Mm-hmm.
but the article actually points out that using smell to influence shoppers,
Oh, yeah.
what they call olfactory marketing,
Mm-hmm.
it's already happening.
Oh, it's everywhere.
In stores, I mean,
Think about it. You walk into a bakery,
oh yeah,
the smell of bread hits you.
it gets
You're
like,
way more likely to buy something.
totally. And like clothing stores with that vanilla scent,
Yes. Makes you feel all relaxed and comfortable while you're browsing.
like you want to stay longer.
Exactly. And then there's like luxury boutiques.
Mm-hmm.
They always have that signature scent,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like that leather smell.
That's like rich and expensive.
Exactly. It's all about making you feel like you're in a world of luxury.
So they're playing with our senses.
Totally. Trying to make us spend more.
It works.
It does.
Okay. But bringing that concept online,
Mm-hmm.
like creating a virtual smell,
Yeah.
how does that even work? Are we talking about like,
Like little scent dispensers.
yeah,
You're closer than you think.
really?
The article talks about devices that actually emit scents,
Whoa.
and they can connect to your computer or your phone.
Okay.
Imagine you're browsing a perfume website,
Mm-hmm.
and you can actually smell each fragrance before you buy it,
Okay.
or a coffee site.
Yeah,
You get a virtual whiff of those freshly roasted beans.
that's
Yeah,
mind-blowing. I mean, I can see how that would be more immersive,
Mm-hmm.
but can a smell, even a virtual one,
Yeah.
actually make someone spend more?
That's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
This study from the University of Barcelona,
Okay.
they found that people were actually willing to pay more for products when they could experience a virtual smell with it.
Wait, are you serious? Just because of a smell?
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
That's wild. I need the
Yeah.
science behind this.
Okay, so basically our sense of smell,
Mm-hmm.
it's wired directly into our emotional center.
Okay.
It like bypasses all that logical thinking.
So it's not even like a
Right.
conscious decision.
It goes straight to the limbic system,
Okay.
the part of your brain that processes emotions and memories.
Okay.
So a scent
Mm-hmm.
can instantly trigger a feeling of nostalgia, comfort, excitement,
Oh, wow.
you know? And that makes us more likely to connect those positive feelings with the product.
So you're saying, like, if I'm on that perfume
Mm-hmm.
website
Mm-hmm.
and I smell something
Mhm.
and it reminds me of something happy,
Exactly.
I might be more likely to spend more, even if it's expensive.
Because of that emotional connection.
Wow.
Yeah. And think about the coffee website.
Yeah.
You get a virtual whiff of those beans.
Mhm.
It might make you feel like,
I need that coffee.
yes, anticipation satisfaction.
So from a business perspective,
Mm-hmm.
this has got to be like a dream come true
Oh, yeah.
for e-commerce.
I
I mean,
E-commerce businesses are going to love this.
the article talks about creating a richer sensory experience,
Mm-hmm.
standing out from the competition,
Yeah.
even reducing product returns.
It's huge.
Can we break those down a little?
Absolutely. So the article talks about virtual smell changing the game for e-commerce.
Yeah, like how?
Well, first, it would make online shopping way more immersive and engaging.
I can see that.
Right. Like, in a world where we're always bombarded with visuals,
Mm-hmm.
that extra sensory element could really make a difference.
For sure.
And think about the impact on return.
Returns.
Yeah, if a customer can actually experience the scent of a product before they buy it.
Like that perfume or those coffee beans we were talking about.
Exactly. They're less likely to be disappointed and send it back.
That makes sense.
Returns are a major headache for online businesses.
Oh, yeah.
So anything that could reduce those rates.
Huge win.
Exactly.
So are we talking about like all online stores adopting this technology?
Well, it's an exciting possibility,
Mm-hmm.
but the technology is still pretty new.
Okay.
Like, it's the Wild West out there right now.
Uh-huh.
The article actually dives into some of the limitations.
Okay. It's like what?
Well, for one thing,
Mm-hmm.
we can't perfectly replicate a real-life smell yet.
I can imagine that would be pretty tricky.
It is. It's hard to capture all those subtle notes and variations.
Oh.
And then there's the cost.
Oh, yeah.
Implementing this technology is probably going to be pretty expensive.
At least at first.
Yeah, so it might be out of reach for smaller businesses.
Right. So we're probably looking at like a gradual rollout, starting with maybe like niche applications.
Yeah, or luxury brands.
The ones who can afford to be early adopters.
Exactly. The article actually mentions online gaming
Oh, interesting.
and virtual reality.
VR.
Like, imagine playing a fantasy game, and you can smell the forest,
Whoa.
the campfire, the musty air of a dungeon.
That would be next level.
It would, right.
So we've got the tech hurdles, the cost barriers. Are there other challenges?
Well, there's the question of practicality.
Practicality.
Yeah. Like right now we're talking about individual devices.
Ones you connect to your computer or phone.
Exactly. But what if this technology becomes more integrated?
Into like our everyday devices.
Yeah. What if your laptop or even your smart TV could emit scents?
Oh, wow.
That raises a whole bunch of design challenges.
Right. And what about personal preference?
That's a good point.
Like, what if I love the smell of fresh baked bread, but my partner hates it?
Yeah. How do you personalize the experience in a shared space? Well, imagine the possibilities for customization and control.
Ooh.
Maybe you have profiles set up for each user.
With their preferred scents.
Exactly, and intensity levels.
So like scent playlists.
Yeah, just like music playlists.
That's really cool.
It opens up a whole new dimension of personalization.
Okay, so let's say we overcome all the technological and logistical hurdles.
Okay.
Are there any other considerations?
Well, there's the environmental impact.
Oh, right.
Like what resources and materials are needed to create these devices? What happens to them at the end of their lifespan?
Yep.
And what about the scents themselves? Are they sustainable and ethical?
That's a good point.
These are all important questions.
And then there's the question of whether people will actually use it.
Yeah, will people embrace this technology?
Or will they find it creepy?
That's a big unknown right now.
It is.
I think it depends a lot on how it's marketed.
Right.
Companies need to be transparent about how it works.
What scents are being used?
Yeah, and what control users have.
And like, why is this a benefit and not an intrusion?
Exactly. It's not enough to just create the technology.
You have to build trust and excitement.
You got it.
So we've got the technological challenges, cost barriers, environmental concerns, the need for consumer trust.
It's a lot.
It sounds like there's a lot of work to be done.
There is, but it's clear that this technology has the potential to change things.
Like how we shop, how we play.
How we experience the digital world in general.
It's definitely fascinating.
It is.
But we need to remember that it's not just about the technology.
Right.
It's about using it responsibly and ethically.
We all need to be thinking about that.
It's like we're on the edge of this whole new world online,
It really is.
where all our senses are like in it.
Yeah.
It's exciting, but kind of makes you think.
Right. Like, how will this actually change things?
Yeah. How will it shape our digital world, you know?
For sure. I think the choices we make now about this tech will really impact how it all plays out.
Yeah. And that brings us back to you, the listener. What does this mean for you? What's the takeaway here?
Well, it looks like virtual smell has the potential to change online shopping a lot, to make it more engaging, to tap into our emotions.
And maybe even be more persuasive.
Right.
Like we've been talking about, though, with that power comes responsibility.
Oh, definitely.
We need to think about the implications. You know, we need to make sure that this tech is used ethically,
Absolutely.
that it respects our privacy,
Yeah.
and that it's actually improving our digital lives.
And not just manipulating us.
Right. And that's where you, the listener, come in as this technology develops.
Yeah.
Ask questions, demand transparency from those companies using it, and really think about how it could change your own online experience.
It's up to all of us to shape this.
This deep dive has really opened my eyes, I gotta say.
Yeah, me too.
Virtual smell is clearly more than just a fad.
Right.
It could completely revolutionize e-commerce.
I think so, but we need to approach it carefully.
Ethically thoughtful.
Exactly. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a question to think about.
Okay.
Imagine you're shopping online and suddenly you can smell anything you want.
Anything.
What would it be?
Ooh, good question.
Fresh baked cookies,
Ooh, yeah.
a pine forest,
I love that.
your favorite perfume.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And how much more would you be willing to pay for that?
Right. It's a really interesting thing to consider.
It is. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive into the world of virtual smell and e-commerce.
We hope you enjoyed it.
We hope it gave you some food for thought.
As always, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep exploring.
Until next time.